Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to go over how I made the flares when I installed this thing. A mini split style system that connects with flares and no brazing. I didn't go into detail when I made the video, and I'll try to leave a link, maybe it's over here, to that video when I installed this. But I'm going to show you how I make my flares to help ensure that I get a good tight seal. Here we go. Okay guys, on mini splits, like the mini split system I just showed in the introduction, it is crucial to have a good flare. And what I'm using is this right here. It is the Yellow Jacket 60278. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yes, the Yellow Jacket 60278. It is a concentric 45-degree flaring tool, and that's basically all you need. You don't need the old flare and swage kits from Yellow Jacket that I have from 11 years ago. Those won't work. You need a true 45-degree concentric flaring tool. And as I said, I've kind of developed my own way of doing these flares. I know the textbook way, and I'm going to show you the textbook way, and then I'm going to show you the flaws with it, and then we'll go over how I do it to make it pristine. So here we go. Okay, so these are the tools we need. I'm going to be using a piece of 3/4 pipe. I'm going to do a flare on both ends. One the textbook way of doing it, and one the way that I do it, and we'll compare them. All right, first I'm going to start off by cutting the ends of this. They've already been cut. But we're going to make some fresh cuts. And normally that's what you do when you're putting in a line set for a mini split or something. You cut the ends where you want to make your flare. So we're going to start with a fresh cut. I'm going to do this on both ends, so we'll skip forward to doing that. All right, I was trying to shoot that and y'all just weren't getting a good view of what I was doing. I got this set on 3/4 and 3/4. Opened this up, and you notice if you look down in there, that little piece, that is a stop for your copper. When it's open, let me see, this is the side you stick this in there and it hits the stop, then you close it. Your stop has moved when you move this little piece over to tighten down on it. Get that nice and snug. And now we're going to flare it. You screw this down until it is tight. It'll basically hit bottom. There we go. All right, get that backed off. I think I might be able to show you on this what my problem is with this way of flaring. All right, my edge here, if you see, still has a little bit of a burr on it, and sometimes when you deburr them, the edge actually becomes a little bit frayed. But what I'm most pointing out is the inside surface of your, I can't tell if that's focusing or not, but the inside surface right here, you can see the scratches in it from when I was deburring it. That's actually not a bad flare, but we're going to make a better one on this end. All right, I'm going to start out by not deburring this at all. We're just going to go straight to making a flare, because the deburring process does scar the walls of the copper. Put this down, close that. And we're going to make another flare, and hopefully this one will look better. All right. All right, now let's take it out. Open this up, and let's see what we got. All right, what I see here are no scratches on my edge. You can compare that to this one, and you can see how it's all these scratches right here that come from deburring. But this side over here, it looks like a factory flare. And I've stopped deburring them unless there's like a sliver that's poking out on the outside. I might come along when I'm done and trim it off. But the inside of my flare right now, where it makes the seal, is perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. And where this one has its scratches on it. And then the other key to this is using nylon. Yes, nylon is the key. Even if you have a joint that has scratches on it, if you put a thin layer of nylon along the inside and then on the threads of your flare nut, it will make a tight joint, a tight and leak-free joint. Now, that one just looks so much better to me. There are no scratches along the inner wall where this one is scratched. I think they both would be okay, but on these mini splits, it has to be just right every time, and that's how I do it. I don't deburr before. I might take off edges afterwards, but deburring before scars the inside of my flare. Then you use nylon. That nylon can cover up a lot of errors. Got to use nylon. All right, so different deburring tools act differently. Sometimes when I take these flares apart and I look inside, I can see where they're just scarred up terribly. That one didn't do so bad. A lot of times people use the flaring tool that comes on their tubing cutters, and those are terrible. They scar them up badly. But try this at home and see if you don't get similar results. And I'll catch y'all on the next one.